Good Wednesday morning, South Carolina Weather Watchers. I'm your host for South Carolina Weather, Joseph Peterson, and let's talk about the weather for your Wednesday. Now, looking at the radar right now, we don't have any precipitation falling right now inside the entire state of South Carolina, so that's good for all of us. But as we scroll our way out, you can see that you can see the entire United States right here. We have some flooding going on inside places like Missouri, downpours going on inside of Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, up through to Iowa and the Dakotas. Also up here inside Canada, Montana, and Idaho is also seeing some precipitation. Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic's looking good. The Great Lakes looking good. The West, except for portions of Idaho, is looking good. And even down towards South Central and the central portion of the U.S. is looking good as well. Moving on, let's talk about cloud cover. Here's cloud cover right here. Nice light clouds, maybe some moderates in there. Yeah, it's about moderate cloud cover over most of the state right now. You can see that we do have a lot of clear spots. So some spots that aren't being covered, like Florence, Myrtle Beach, and places like that. But like the upstate's covered by some scattered clouds. Columbia's covered, Charleston's covered, Savannah's covered, Augusta's covered, but there are some areas, maybe like I said, Florence, Myrtle Beach, Orangeburg, that are not covered with these clouds. And in terms of with the future as well, is what you can see with these clouds as you push them forward, you start to see that cloud cover will start to kind of intensify a little bit as you get forward all the way through. So cloud cover will kind of intensify, become widespread as you go towards like tonight, but then it becomes a little bit more widespread, or a little bit more scattered, I should say, and then it goes to being widespread again going into tomorrow. Here's our current temperature: 71 inside Columbia, 75 in Charleston, 75 in Beaufort, 73 in Myrtle Beach, 71 in Georgetown, 70 in Bennettsville, Florence, Rock Hill, 68 in Greenville, Anderson, Spartanburg, 73 in Augusta, 71 in Orangeburg, 73 in Moncks Corner, and Walterboro. In terms of the not precipitation, but high temperatures for today, around 87 in Columbia, 86 in Moncks Corner, 86 in Charleston, 85 in Myrtle Beach, 86 in Cheraw, 86 in Rock Hill, 85 in Spartanburg, 86 in Greenville, 88 in Anderson, 85 inside of Greenwood, 86 in Aiken, 88 in Walterboro, 86 in Moncks Corner as well. In terms of peak sustained winds for today, Wednesday, 66 inside of Columbia, 14 Charleston, 12 Hilton Head Island, 10 Myrtle Beach. And you kind of see the pattern up here. It's going to be like 3 to 5 miles an hour in the upstate northern South Carolina region, 6 to 7, maybe even 8 miles an hour, like the Lowcountry, PD region, and the southern Midlands as well. But once you get to the coast, it's going to be around 10 to 15 miles an hour sustained, maybe even close to 20 off the beaches of like Charleston, like Folly Beach, Edisto Beach, Kiowa Island as well. And peak wind gust as well can gust up to like I said around 9 to 10 miles an hour the upstate in the northern portion of South Carolina, maybe even 10 to 12 miles an hour from the low country all the way up into the PD region, and then along the coast around like 15 to 20, maybe even an isolated 25 mile per hour wind gust can be possible. In terms of precipitation, you can see that we do have just a chance for some precipitation up there inside the very far upstate of South Carolina, maybe around 1/10 of an inch to maybe even 1/4 of an inch possible. Some isolated precipitation possible over there near Columbia and near Cheraw, but the main precipitation, 1/10 of an inch to 1/10 of an inch possible in Walterboro, maybe even 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch possible in Charleston, maybe even 1/2 an inch to an inch possible inside of western Charleston County. 1/10 of an inch to 1/10 of an inch in Hilton Head Island, and Myrtle Beach is just out of getting that 1/10 of an inch to 1/10 of an inch. In terms of the SPC outlook, we do have a TSTM that goes through the low country of South Carolina, so everyone inside the Lowcountry of South Carolina has a chance of receiving thunderstorms today. Here is our 7-day graphical tropical weather outlook. You can see there goes Ernesto right there. Still a tropical storm, honestly. Was forecast to become a hurricane, but it never did. But it says tropical storm conditions are expected to continue over the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and during the next several hours. Heavy rainfall will result in considerable flash flooding and mudslides today over the Virgin Islands and into portions of Puerto Rico. Ernesto is likely to bring impacts to Bermuda late this week, and then swells generated by Ernesto are expected to affect portions of the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, the Turks, and the Bahamas during the next few days, and then reach the east coast of the U.S. and Bermuda late this week into the weekend. These are likely to cause life-threatening surf and rip currents. So yes, we're going to have to watch out for some rip currents from Ernesto and some high surf and life that could be life-threatening. And it is expected that Ernesto will get to around a Category 3 hurricane, 115 mile per hour storm with gusts of up to 140 miles per hour. And that is right before it hits Bermuda. It will become a Category 2, and it will hit Bermuda as a Category 2, 110 mile per hour winds, 130 mile per hour wind gusts. So Bermuda's going to get hit with this pretty badly. But here is our last look at the live radar. Let me go over here. And, actually, wait a minute. We got to talk about the models real quick. Let's go to the 11Z, and let's talk about these models real quick. As you push this forward, showers, thunderstorms possible all the way from the Midlands, South Carolina, even up here inside the upstate, around like 6, 7 o'clock-ish, and they will continue to the low country, and it won't really be much rain for today, really at all. So once you get to around 1 a.m., though, we could see some more showers and downpours up there inside the upstate near like Seneca as well, just like the far upstate at around 1 o'clock in the morning. So now here is actually our last live look at the radar. You see nothing really going on in terms of most of South Carolina. And I think that's all that I have in terms for today. Look at the subscriber count down there. We're at 194. We're at 6 now. We are now 6 away from our goal of 200. We need 6 more people to hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure that you guys hit the like button as well, as that helps me out tremendously. And also make sure that you hit that subscribe button and the share button. Make sure you hit those because we are trying to get to 200 by August the 31st. August the 31st. We have less than 2 weeks. We have approximately 17 days. 17 days is all we have. We have 3 more days. We'll have only 2 weeks. So make sure that you guys share. And if you have not hit the subscribe button yet, go on and do that, please. That's all I have in terms for today. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday. And I'll be back tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. with another forecast update.
Hey, hey.